Hey, aloha and welcome to Beach Walks with Rocks. Today a show, I don't know what show it is, but it's at beachwalks.tv. Hey, good morning everybody. You know, there's this topic, the democratization of information, and it basically a lot revolves around the internet and how so much more information is available to people on the internet, and that you know, information isn't held by a small elite academic group of people. It's actually made available to all of us. And that kind of has this corollary principle that's happening. Lexi, you gotta bring me the ball, sweetie. Rush hour at the beach. Let's go. Let's get around, everybody. Anyway, speaking of democratization, we're all enjoying the beach here together. And anyway, so if everybody has access to information, then that means that opens up this territory of what is an expert. And so a couple of weeks ago, a few friends of mine were on Twitter. Justin Konaki, who does Something to Be Desired. Over here, Lex. Good girl. That's the way to do it. Was complaining about, if I read one more person's bio that says they're an expert, consultant, this, that, or the other in Web 2.0. And his point was that everybody's claiming the territory of expert, and how do you really know who an expert is if anyone can just claim that? And another friend of mine, Michael Bailey, chimed in and said, yeah, it reminds me of all the Y2K experts that were around before Y2K had ever even occurred. So how could you be an expert in something that had never even existed before in humanity? And so, of course, the beach, excuse me, the Beach Walks philosophy is that it is actually possible because, one, there's the energy of a situation, and then there are the facts of the situation. There is then the history of the situation, but there's also the potential of a situation. And some people are actually much better at dialing in on the energy and the potential than, while other people are better at studying the history and the facts. And they really all, to me, infuse and inform a situation. And back when I was learning to be a facilitator, group facilitator, one of the principles then was you teach what you want to learn. And you know, that's such an incredibly valid way of gaining expert or expertise, is by actually doing it yourself and having the experience and the perspective of a person who doesn't know and going through that process. Those become really fabulous teachers because they've actually walked that path themselves. So just to tease apart a little bit of the expert. Anyway, the Hawaiian word for expert is loea. So that's your word for the day. Thanks so much for joining me here on Beach Walks, and Lexi and backwards walking Shane too. Aloha everybody. Malama pono, and I'll see you on the reef. Well, we did two out of 6, Lexi. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.